EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here we go. Stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. That's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Burrow will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
No time now.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, you know, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
They gotta go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Browns had 7 and 4 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson down to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, now we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, it's Hayes, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Now Burrow. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down. On 1st down,
pays. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
11 mighty.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Watson looks to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterbacks have been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And they go play action now. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Ali. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down. Here's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 70 yards. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion left, the tight end. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Hey, can.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
11, Thomas.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
12.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, right?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow will throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes left side. The 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Oh, backbreaker that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go, go, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow on play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Browns add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Burrow's throw complete there to Beckham. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
11 empty, 11 empty.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
11, 11, 11.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 empty, Kate. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Hey, we gotta go score.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now Watson throws another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to go up top again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
York now for the extra point.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 1, ready?
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Watson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys